and welcome back, learners. And today, as you see, we have something exciting for you in store today, and you gotta guess what's in store today. Now, this is not a store where you get to have some sort of fruits or other items, but yeah, this is a store of English, language, wherein you can get whatever you want, whatever concept or topic you want to clarify or cover, you would get that for sure. Okay, so we would be discussing something new today. If you wish to guess, you can guess in, and I would not immediately tell you the topic's name, but we would keep on talking, we would keep on moving ahead with the session, and in the session you will come to know that what it actually is. All right, let's quickly check, and here we go. Now you can see on the screen it says Sam played the flute lyrically. Sam played the flute lyrically. Now when I say this, why have I stressed on lyrically? Why have I highlighted this word lyrically? Why is it? Can you guess? And if you see here in the second sentence, I have said the boats were moving swiftly. The paper boats, I must say, were moving swiftly, and I have highlighted swiftly here. Can you tell me what possible reason could that be that I have highlighted swiftly here and lyrically here? Now, let's have a look clearly, guys, because when it comes to this topic, we have to keep fun aside and we have to focus on the grammar concept. Now, when I say lyrically, I'm not talking about flute, but I am talking about this action that is play. When I'm talking swiftly, I'm talking about this action that is moving. Okay? When I say Sam played the flute lyrically, I meant that the flute he played, this action that he did, this word lyrically is qualifying this action word of mine that is played. Whereas the boats were moving swiftly, this word is qualifying this word, which is another action word, verb for me in this sentence, moving. Now, what happens is when I am saying swiftly, lyrically, quickly, softly, loudly, all these words are ending with ly. Can you guess now what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Words that qualify verbs. What are these words doing? They are adding meaning to the action words. If you see here, played is an action word, play, okay? Moving is another form, ing form of the verb move. So if you see here, lyrically and swiftly are enhancing or adding meaning to these verbs. All right? And verbs or words that add meaning to our action words are adverbs. They are adding meaning to verbs. They are adverbs. Okay? But we have to bear one thing in mind, learners, that adverbs don't just do this for us. They are not doing just this for us. They do more than this. Okay? Now, we will talk about it in the session ahead. What do adverbs do more for us? Okay? Now, if you see here, this flute, when I mentioned flute here, I'm going to tell you one important point here apart from adverbs, okay? That flute is a musical instrument, right? We all know that. So whenever in a sentence you are using musical instruments or you are making use of musical instruments in a sentence, then you have to use the with it. If I write or if I say Sam played flute lyrically, that is incorrect. According to standard grammar, that's incorrect, guys. It should be Sam played the flute lyrically. Okay. Similarly, the guitar the violin, okay, the harmonium. So the cannot be removed. We will talk about it when we do articles. We will surely talk about it. But here I am telling you that in case of musical instruments, please make sure that you use article the. All right. Moving ahead, I just told you about adverbs. Moving ahead, what else? As I just said that adverbs not just add, is it that they just add meaning to verbs? Let's see what else do they do for us. So, words that qualify verbs. We know, we've just done. So, adverbs, if I write it again here, okay, ERBS, okay. So, adverbs, if I talk about them here, they qualify verbs. I agree. For example, she finished her work quickly. So how did she finish her work? It was finished quickly. So this is a round cycle that's running. She finished her work quickly. Finished is our verb and quickly is our adverb. Okay, this is our adverb here. So quickly is qualifying, or I can say it is adding meaning to finish, because I can question how did she finish her work. The answer comes quickly. Okay, so answer comes quickly. That's an adverb. What else? Words that qualify adjectives. Now you see, adverbs not just qualify verbs, but they also qualify, or you can say modify, adjectives. Okay, you can also say that they modify adjectives. For example, the new car is fast. Okay, now here what is happening is, fast is an adjective used for car. When I say the new car is very fast, when I say the new car is very fast, this adverb very is qualifying my adjective fast here. Okay, when I use very here, this adjective fast is now qualified by very. That's an adverb. Now see, when I say the new car is fast, this fast word is for this noun car. But when I say the new car is running fast, now fast is not for car, it is for running. I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example here, need not worry. Okay, so the new car is very fast. Okay, next, they qualify other adverbs also. When I said they are running very fast, running is my verb, very is an adverb, and here fast is another adverb that I have. Okay, so I have two adverbs here. Very is qualifying this adverb of mine, which means an adverb is qualifying another adverb or is adding meaning to another adverb here. Okay, so whenever you see this, see, they are not adverbs, just not qualify verbs. Okay, they qualify adjectives, they qualify adverbs. Okay, as you can see right here, see, when in this sentence I wrote, see here, the car is fast, this is an adjective for car. But when I say they are running fast is an adverb, because it is qualifying running. Fast is here for running, okay, not for they. Fast here is qualifying running, which is an action word, and for an action word verb, if a word is qualifying an action word, it will be an adverb. And again, very is an adverb here for us. So what happens is that they are running very fast. This verb qualified by this adverb and this adverb qualifying this adverb here. Alright? So we can conclude from here, words that qualify verbs, adjectives and other adverbs are adverbs. Isn't that fun? And look at these kids here, they are having fun. and this concept is also fun. Okay, if I say they walk fast. See, I cannot say they walk fastly. There is no word like fastly. That's wrong. If you write or if you speak they walk fastly, that is incorrect because there is no word like fastly in English grammar. That's wrong. Fast is the only word that is an adjective also and an adverb also. Okay, not just only word, there are other words also that we will discuss in the session today. But fast is one such word which acts both as an adverb and as an adjective also. Okay, now in this sentence, can we guess? Can we come to know? Can we derive whether fast is an adjective or it's an adverb? Can we guess? How will we come to know whether fast here is an adjective or is an adverb? Now here if you see, then fast is qualifying walk. We are talking about walk. How was he walking? Or how were they walking? They were walking fast. Okay? Or they walk fast. So fast here is an adverb for us. Okay, is an adverb that is qualifying this verb of ours. All right? Okay. And if I say Ram is fast in grabbing the concepts. Ram is fast in grabbing the concepts. Now fast is for Ram. This here, fast is telling us the quality of Ram, therefore fast here is an adjective. And I hope now the difference is clear when we were talking about these two sentences here. When I say the car is fast, the fast is for the car. It is telling us the quality of car. Okay, that's why it's an adjective here. But when I say they are running very fast, then I mean that this is qualifying my adverb very. So fast very, adverb qualifying another adverb, wherein here fast is an adverb because it is qualifying my verb running. All right, this is the basic understanding that I wanted you guys to have. Now moving ahead, we have this. Now that you know what are adverbs, let's talk about deriving adverbs from adjectives. Okay, we have done many adjectives for you. We have done adjectives for food, we've done adjectives for taste and texture, we've done adjectives for personality. Okay, so I want, if you haven't gone through these videos for vocabulary, you should definitely watch it so that you come to know, you have those vocabulary words, you have those adjectives to use in your daily conversations. This is what we have done for adjectives so far. All right, so here we are talking about learners forming adverbs from adjectives. Okay, in most cases, I will take three concepts. I had divided into 2 to 3 parts, so we would do it in that way only. Now, in most cases, an adverb is formed by adding ly to an adjective. Now, this is the common one. This is the very first one, which is the most common one. Okay. In most cases, an adverb is formed by adding ly to an adjective. Let's have a look. Cheap becomes cheaply, quick becomes quickly, and slow becomes slowly. Now, see, this is a common example. This is the common, I would say, a pattern of deriving adverbs from adjectives. So what are we doing? We are just adding ly to the adjectives. Here, if you see, we have just added ly to the adjectives. Okay. Now, if in case, for instance, I use these words in sentences. For example, if I say, for example, the cosmetics are cheap. Okay, the cosmetics are cheap. And how can I use cheaply in a sentence? Now here, cheap in my sentence, when I say the cosmetics are cheap, what is cheap? What is cheap? The cosmetics. I'm talking about the quality of cosmetics. That's why it is cheap is an adjective there. But if I say they behaved cheaply, or the behavior, no, I cannot use behavior, again subject. So they behaved cheaply. This word now is qualifying my action word behave. The moment I say this, it is qualifying my action word behave. Now I mean that this word here is an adverb, and to use an adverb, what have I just done? I have just added ly to it, and from cheap it has automatically moved to cheaply. Okay, similar concept, similar thing is applied to quick. It became quickly, and slow became slowly. If I say my brother is slow in understanding the mathematics concept, if I say my brother is slow in understanding the mathematics concept, so that's my brother is slow. I'm talking about the quality of my brother. But when I say my brother understands the concept slowly, now my brother understands the concept slowly. Now when I say this, understands the concept slowly, now this word is qualifying the verb understands. Okay, so slowly goes for understands, and that's a verb. Therefore this is an adverb. So you have to be cautious while you use these words in a sentence. It should not be that in place of an adverb you've placed an adjective, and in place of an adjective you've placed an adverb. This should not happen. Alright, moving ahead, this was one way, by adding ly. Okay, what's the next way? Next way is if the adjectives end in y. Now we have to remember this. This is another technique. If the adjective ends in y, replace the y with I and add ly. Replace the y with I and add ly to it. Okay, this is what you have to do. Now that was a heart for an ly, so I just converted it into a circle. Okay, not required. Now here, let's look at the examples for adjective that end in y. Okay, now as you can see, easy, angry, happy, lucky. What we have to do, if we move from easy to easily, remove or replace the y at the end with I and add an ly to it. That's it. So easy like this changes to easily, angry changes to angrily, happy changes to happily, and lucky changes to luckily. Okay, now for example, if I say I luckily got the job, I luckily got the job. Okay, now or I can say I am lucky. When I say I am lucky enough, okay, so I am talking about myself. I am the person. I'm qualifying. The word lucky is defining me. I am lucky. Okay, so when this happens, it's an adjective. But when I say he made it luckily to the finals, he luckily made it to finals. Now made, or I luckily got the job, got, these are my action words. When I say I luckily got the job, luckily is qualifying got, which is my verb. When I say I luckily made to the finals, again made is my verb there. So these words will only talk about qualifying your action word. It can also go for an adjective and other adverbs. That's not a problem. But not for any subject that's noun or pronoun. They won't be qualifying any other subject. That way it will go wrong. That will be incorrect and inappropriate. Okay? Alright, moving ahead. Next one. If the adjective ends in IC. Now, there was a Y. Adjective was ending in Y. Here, now the adjective is ending in IC. Now, if the adjective ends in IC, add ALLY to it. For example, if it's specific, make it specifically. Okay. For example, let's look at the examples here. I have an exception also for you guys here. We will talk about it. If the adjective ends in IC, add a double ly. For example, basic, it's ending in IC. Tragic, IC. Economic, IC. So basically, tragically, economically. Okay. So what we've done, just added a ly, which is ally, but we are saying ally here. Okay. Basically, tragically, and economically. Don't make it Cali. Okay. Don't pronounce it Cali or tragically or basically. No. Basically, tragically, and economically. You just have to pronounce it softly. Okay. Now here, if you see the sentences, if the word is ending in IC, we have to add a double ly. But there is an exception. The exception is for public. If you are talking about public, because public is not an adjective, learners. Okay. Public is not an adjective. Basic, tragic, economic, they are adjectives. But public is not an adjective. And when you derive from public, it becomes publicly. Okay. Publicly. Only you will have ly and not a double ly. Okay. So this exception here tells us that for public there is only single L, that is ly, not a ll-y. Okay. This is one single thing. So there are 3 points that we just did. We would talk about moving ahead, we would talk about, but I want to just go back and let you know again. One is really simple, that you can just add ly and you can frame your adverbs from adjectives. Next is that you, if it's ending in y, you replace it with I and you add ly. For example, easy, it becomes easily, happy becomes happily. And the next one is, if it is ending in IC, you add a double ly, except for public, that would go with ly, that's publicly. Okay. Now, these were the ways how you can derive adjectives from adverbs, and this becomes easier, but when you put them into use in sentences, you have to be aware that you're not putting this in place of this or this in place of this. You have to be cautious enough about use of adjectives and adverbs. Okay. Now, next thing that I have for you here to discuss is some adverbs have the same form as the adjective. As I said, that fast is one such way, which acts both as adjective and adverb. It just depends on its use in a sentence. Okay. It just depends on its use in a sentence. Okay. So we have talked about fast. We just saw examples of fast in the session earlier. Okay. Here, if you see, words are given early, fast, hard, high, late, near, straight, and wrong. If you see this here, then what is happening is early, fast, hard, high, late, near, straight, and wrong. These things here, these words here are the words that are both adjective and adverbs. Okay. Fast cannot be fastly, wrong cannot be wrongly, straight cannot be straightly, lately. Now, lately, late. I will talk about lately. Okay. I'll tell you. They have the same form. Okay. Some adverbs have the same form as the adjective. So high is also, you can use it as an adverb. You can use hard as an adverb. You can use fast as an adverb. Okay. Let's look at the examples here. The example number 1 says it is a fast car. So fast is for car. This is qualifying this. Here this is an adjective. It is an adjective here. When I say, he drives very fast, this is an adverb here because we're talking about drive. We are talking about drive. Now, in the second example that is given here that I have taken for you people is, this is a hard exercise. When I say this is a hard exercise, what does this symbolize? Hard is talking about this subject or noun of ours, and it is qualifying, or it is adding meaning to this subject. That's a noun. Since it's a noun and it is telling us about the quality of a noun, hard here is an adjective and not an adverb. See, as I said, adverb can qualify verbs, adjectives and other adverbs, but adverbs will not qualify nouns or pronouns. Nouns or pronouns are qualified only by adjectives. So you have to just identify whether the word is adding meaning to a subject, that's noun or pronoun, or whether the word is adding meaning to verb, adjective or other adverbs, as we have discussed in the session today. Okay, so you just have to check for this. If you come to know about this, then it becomes easier for you. All right? Yes. Now, here he says he works hard. Now, work is an action word, and that's the verb of our sentence. And if the action word is qualified, then hard here is acting as an adverb now. So this is what I wanted to tell you, that some adverbs have the same form as the adjective. It just depends on the usage of them. In what context are you using them? The moment you use them in the context, if you're qualifying your subject, the word would automatically act as an adjective. And if you are qualifying the other verbs or action words, it would act as an adverb. Moving ahead, done with these examples, and I hope that you guys are also thinking, brainstorming. I see, looking on the screen and not working on your own, that will also not help. So that is why I keep on urging you people that you can pause the video, you can frame your sentences, you can frame sentences from these words given above. Go ahead, frame your sentences, get that confidence, gain that confidence that yes, if you have done one such concept today, you have done it thoroughly and you know how to frame your sentences ahead. All right, see, this would come in one go in speaking. If you want fluent speaking in terms of adjectives and adverbs, you have to keep on practicing these things. Okay, all right. So I hope that you guys would take this advice in and you guys would practice, and let us know through comments if you have any doubts. Okay, now moving ahead here. Adverbs most often answer the questions how or when. Now this is important. Now, for example, in a sentence, if you are looking for that, what do I need? How would I come to know that these are adverbs or these are not adverbs? How to locate adverbs? That is what we are talking about. Okay, so you can either question how or you can question when. These are the two questions that you can ask. Okay, if you want to locate adverbs in a sentence, you can either ask how or you can ask when, and if you get the answer to how or when would be your adverb. For example, how did he sing? Nicely or wonderfully, etc. So the boy sang so nicely, it made me want to cry. The boy sang. Now sang, how did the boy sang? This was the action word verb here. How did the boy sing? How did the boy sing? The moment I say how did the boy sing, I get an answer nicely. I can also say wonderfully. All right, so nicely, wonderfully, when you get an answer to how, okay, that is when you get an adverb. So nicely is an adverb. Now I can say when did the boy sing? When did the boy sing? The boy sang nicely, so nicely yesterday. Yesterday, that it made me want to cry. So the boy, how did the boy sing? Nicely. When did the boy sing? Yesterday. So this is an adverb of time. What is yesterday? Yesterday is an adverb of time. All right. So that's it. Okay, so if you have to ask for adverbs from now onwards, start questioning how or when. These two questions. Let me show you here. This is an amazing concept that I have for you well at the end. Okay, but yes, let me quote another example here. See, adverb of time could be yesterday, day before yesterday, tomorrow, next week, last month, previous day. All these phrases or patterns are adverbs of time. Okay, so what you can do is you can keep on using them. You can keep on putting them into use once you get it. All right. If I take another example, as I was saying that I'll quote another example here, I would say, my team performed exceedingly well, or my team performed amazingly. Let me write. My team performed amazingly last month. So my team performed amazingly last month. Now performed is the action word, my verb here. How did my team perform? Amazingly. When? Last month. So I have adverb here for answer for how, and this is my adverb of time, that is when. Answer to when. Now guys, how is the answer for adverb of manner? Okay, though we don't, in speaking we don't need the concept of types of adverbs, but because how and when are here, I'm telling you, answer to how is adverb of manner. Okay, that how an action is going, what is the manner, what is the way that an action goes with. Okay, and when is about time, adverb of time. Where is adverb of place. Okay, you can use with adverb of place also, that is for where. All right, so here we have completed this part, and the next part that I want you to tell is about well. Now, well is the adverb that corresponds to the adjective good. Corresponds to the adjective good means instead of using good over and over, for example, if you want, let's see, if you qualify your noun, then that's simple, that you will be using good. If you're qualifying your subject, you would definitely say that he is a good student. He is a good student, right? You would definitely say this. But if you have to qualify the verb, can you say he studies good? That's wrong. Good is an adjective. It can qualify a noun or a pronoun. That's not a problem. But if you have to say he studies, then instead of good, you would say he studies well, because well is an adverb that is used to qualify a verb, or that is used to give the same meaning as that of good, but to a verb and not the noun or pronoun. Okay, but to good and not noun or pronoun. That is what I am saying. All right. So here, second example, let's look at, he's a good pianist. Good pianist, qualifying this quality of this person. Then she plays the piano well. Now plays, this is the action word. This well is here for the action, that she can play well. She plays the piano well, and you see, when I said musical instruments, you see again the is there. Okay, so whenever you use musical instruments in a sentence, whenever you put them into use, you have to make sure that you use the article there along with it. Okay, so again, well is giving you the same meaning as that of good, but this word qualifies verbs, that is, this acts as an adverb in a sentence, whereas good, giving the same meaning as that of good, okay, qualifies your subject or other noun or pronoun in a sentence. Next example that I have is, they are good swimmers. Good is for swimmers. But if I say they swim well, now well is for this action, that they do this action well. So they swim well. So this is the concept of well that I wanted you to know. Now see, in the entire concept for adverb, we have used adjectives so many times. This word adjective came a lot many times because what happens is, when you learn adjectives, that is when you learn adverbs as well. We have done adjective, okay, you should go through those sessions and lessons, and if you find, you should first go through them and then you can come to this point, okay. So that's up to you, whatever you wish to do. If you find that you can do adverbs first and then adjectives, go with it. Okay, now here if you see in the entire session today, no confusion at all, simple things that we did. These are all, all of this content that we've used today is beneficial in terms of speaking. Okay, see, well, okay, is he well? Okay, is he good? Okay, and is he doing well? Is he doing well? This is what we do. This is how we use it. Okay, so that was the concept of well that I wanted. Then I wanted you to know how can you identify adverbs so that you can put them into use whenever required. And also words, these are important, words that have the same form as adverbs and adjectives. And now you know how can you derive adverbs from adjectives using ly, ALY, ALLY, or removing I or replacing Y with I and adding ly. Okay, so entire concept that we did today of adverbs, this concept that we did today is or was majorly based on adjectives, because I have used more of adjectives and less of adverbs, but I tried to explain you every bit part by part. Okay, so guys, this is what I had in store for you. As I said, what's in store today. So this is what was in store today. Please keep on learning, keep on growing, work on this concept, frame your sentences. If you find any trouble, you can come to me, you can ask us, you can mail us, you can drop a comment to us. And if you are actually enjoying the sessions, then keep supporting. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon with something new and something amazing. Thank you so much.